I remember you mentioned you already cover, I mean, you reimburse all your courses fees.
Yes. So, that's I think that's the key. A lot of people, even me, because when you see the cost, and I remember I was very hesitant, and I said, hey, what if I take this course? What can we work something out? Because the initial cost is crazy to think about, but based on what I've done with investing, based on how comfortable I feel in the market, some of the positions I own right now that I'm sitting on, based on fundamentals, again waiting for them to give me a decent return. But overall in the market, I've already made back my investment in terms of the education. So
So you took a stock one, option one, and stock two.
Yeah, that's it. That's correct. And it's good. I like that because, and I probably would take option two because I do like options a lot for their high rate of return. So if there's a stock that you have confidence in, an option is a really good, I don't know, a really good option.
Yeah, an option would be a very good way to get exposure into something.
Exactly, because you can really maximize your returns. But one thing I'm learning with options is time. You're limited with time. So for the way the market, I guess over the last 10, 11 years, the market has almost consistently gone up. This last bit of chop that we saw was kind of unusual because the market really never showed these trends in recent history. So based on some of that unpredictability, it's given me a chance to kind of revisit. And in some situations, even though I do like options better for the potential rate of return, I still prefer stocks because stocks allows you to be patient and there's less pressure because there's no time limitation.
Very, very true. Yeah, it's very risky to go 100% options because you don't know when the market actually take a break, just like what we saw from March, right?
Exactly.
You don't know, and then you just may be wiped out if you don't have a very good time value ahead of you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's nice. And would you be willing to share any numbers, maybe from,
Well, what do you want? I can share percentages.
Yes, certainly, yes. Which is the best way to look at it, right? So if you tell me I made 1,000, my question would be, you made 1,000 from 100,000? But if you tell me I made 2%, I made 5%, it gives me perspective exactly on what was my potential.
I'm actually logging into my account right now, so I can give actual percentages on this stuff. This one stock is really nice. I still really like it, and I still have a position in it. I'm up 212% on it.
Wow.
And yeah, I love it. The ticker symbol is LSPD. It's Lightspeed POS Inc. Services.
Oh, okay. LSPD.
I'm up 212%.
212%. Okay. So would you say that from when you finished the trading overall? So do you have maybe any idea where you stand from where you finished comparing to, because you told me you were in the market before you took those trading. Yeah. And after taking those trading, can you tell roughly, what you've made on the market?
I would say for the most part, like my really good picks are solid. Like that one is a longer pick. I've held that one from around the time where we're doing the course until now. So that would be, a direct, I guess a direct result of what I've learned from the course. But there's a recent one that I did. It's an energy company.
Yes.
And I've only been invested in this one for maybe 2 months.
Yes.
And I'm up 62% on that.
Wow, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Very, very
and
exciting.
The ticker for that one is NVA.
NVA?
Yeah, NVA. It's New Vista Energy Limited.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Traded here in Canada. Nice.
And then there's another one that I'm in right now, ARX, which is ARC Resources Limited, another energy, and I'm up 32% on that one.
32%. Okay. So I mean, overall, things have been going very, very in the right direction for you.
Yeah, and I mean, so we talked about my Disney options. I do have some Disney options, but they're long term. So they're still more than a year out because I do like to have time on my side. So with my Disney options, I haven't seen any positive return on that yet. But again, I have time.
You have time.
So that keeps me a little bit more, you know, patient because I know that I have time. Another recent one that I have, and it just like I think their earnings recently just came out, is Nike.
Yes.
And from I think last week, end of last week until now, it's up like 15%. So
very, very interesting.
Yeah, which is good because it was going sideways for a little bit, and now it's up 15%. So again, if I had looked at that stock on its own, I would have been like, oh man, this is not good. It's not going anywhere. You know, maybe it would have even exited, but I know they're past, and I know they're a solid company, and yeah, I just knew that I was investing in fundamentals.
Yes.
So I wasn't too concerned. Another one that I have, which is a little bit more high speculative stock, so a little bit more risky, is Virgin Galactic Holdings, and this was something that I was discussing. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, I remember.
While I was doing the course.
Yes.
And that one is up 104%.
Wow, very, very interesting. And when you speak also, I can tell like, you sound really more confident comparing to when we started.
Oh,
when
yeah.
You tell me this is more speculative. And so, I mean, it looks like your confidence level, also understanding, you know, how to look into those companies actually has increased.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, I look at the NBA, and this is the thing that people don't understand when they invest in stocks, is that the trade may go against you initially. Just like my Disney right now is not trending positive, but I'm okay. Like I said, it's a long term. So because I'm in a leap with the Disney, I have a projection of where I think the price will be. I have a strike price for them of 170. So I'm confident that it will turn around.
Yeah, me too. Personally, I think that Disney is, you know, you just need to be patient, because at some point when the economy reopen, we're going to need people going to need to, you know, go and relax somewhere, need to go and entertain. So that's just going to take time.
Exactly. But like, yeah, what I was saying is on that NBA stock, which is energy, and it's up 61%. When I first bought it, I bought it at $2.34, and it went down a lot. So I think at some point when I bought it, it was down to lower twos. And what did I do? I bought some more.
Bought some more.
I bought some more.
Okay.
And that's because I was confident that, you know, it's an oil company. I'm betting heavily on oil for the recovery, because I don't think that the supply is there to meet the demand as people start driving more, taking more vacations, flying more transportation, building more everything that, you know, in modern day right now. I mean, yes, there's a clean energy push, but the current infrastructure as it is requires oil. So I bet heavily on oil. And from going negative on that initially, now I'm up 62%.
Wow.
So that's what.
Congratulations. I'm very glad to hear that. It's very, very exciting.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think people need to just be a little bit more patient. I also invested in some ETFs. So I don't know if you know what ARC is.
Cathy Wood?
With Cathy Wood.
Yeah, that lady is so smart.
She's very smart.
She's very smart.
I'm green on all of my ARCs because I invested in all of the ETFs. So I have all 6 of the funds, and I'm green on all of them right now.
Oh, congratulations! That's very nice. And she's
When I
been
invested,
very.
I was
and when
negative.
oh, you were negative initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually at some point I was holding I think 3 or 4 of them, and then I switched into kind of very single positions.
Yeah.
But when you look at her performance, like 1 year past performance, even though it doesn't guarantee the future, but she's very ahead of the curve, compared to other fund managers.
Exactly. So
that's nice. So what would you say to someone maybe who is still kind of where you were, undecided, or kind of hesitating? Maybe these courses are not for me, or the stock market is not for me. What would you maybe say to someone, in that spot?
Oh, there's a reason why the richest people in the world love the stock market. There's something to be learned, I guess, from it, and there's a lot to be gained. So I think people just need to get the proper education and invest. Pick your risk tolerance and invest with that. What allows you to sleep at night.
Very true.
But don't have the fear of not entering the market, because that's what the rich people want you to not invest, so that you will be dependent on them.
Exactly. You can work for them. Yes.
Yeah, so you can work for them. Whereas it's funny, because I think you talked about this in this course too, where the rich people and even the media will portray this high level of fear associated with the stock market, but they're the ones that are the most invested in it.
Of course.
And their wealth is tied to it. When you talk about the richest people in the world, their wealth is tied to the market. So there's as much fear as there is associated with it, because there's risk. You have to understand that the overall benefit is better or greater than the downside. It's just, you have to understand risk reward, and kind of understand that it is a fixed game, that there's a lot of market manipulation that happens out there. Don't invest on excitement, invest on fundamentals, but learn the market a little bit. Do what you're comfortable with, but I wouldn't say avoid it completely, because then you're missing out.
Just like what Warren Buffett said, the number one risk on the market is the ignorance. If you don't know exactly what to do, you don't even understand it, so that will be your biggest risk. The more education, the more understanding you have, that give you more confidence to know what's happening. Everyone can do it. Exactly.
And a lot of people, like I realize, with the market, it's nice when you have these big gains and whatnot. It feels really, really good. But the thing is, a lot of people, they want to put their money in today, and then tomorrow they want it to grow into these ridiculous amounts, or they want to be involved in some form of a scheme that you just do this and then you're rich, without any work or without any risk. Life doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
So
and just me sitting here, you can imagine how many people ask me, "Happy, can you invest for me?" People ask me sometimes, "Can I give you 100K, 200K?" And I don't want to do that.
No.
Why? I can teach you how to fish. Why do you want me to fish for you?
That's the lazy man approach, though.
Yeah. And then if I fish for you, the day the market will be down, you may not understand that market goes up and down. You just, what's Happy is doing for my money, And I don't want to be in that spot. I can show you, how you can fish yourself, and then you can even pass that to your legacy, to your, to your kids, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm glad that Damar, that the thing are going smoothly. I'm very glad. So congratulations, thank you for sharing. I know many of my students also, people sometimes, is that real? Are you serious? Like last week I had a lady, she saw me on Facebook. She reached out to me on Facebook. She said, "I've been following you for a while. Okay, she said, I want to trade. I want to trade. What trading do you offer?" I said, "I offer trading for stock market and options." She's like, "Is that all? What about Bitcoins? Or what about crypto or FX?" I said, "I don't do those." She said, "When are you starting those?" I said, "But I don't think this is where you want to get started. You know, you need to understand the fundamental first of all.
Very, very volatile.
Yes. And then finally, she look at my program, say, oh, it's so expensive. No. Then I asked her, what is the challenge? The challenge is to come up with that money or just to pay? She said, no, even though I have the money, I still think it's unreasonable. How can you charge someone $1,500? Everything's on YouTube. She even said to me, there are some courses on Udemy. You know, I say, yeah, Udemy, you can find courses for $19. You can go for them.
Yeah.
You know, I can even show you how to pick some. Then she's like, but happy, tell me. And she was on the phone with me for almost, and my course was starting in about 20 minutes. I said, you know what, we already spent 40 minutes here.
Yeah.
How can I help? She's like, yeah, but tell me, okay, you know what, I told her, whatever I do, I'm very confident about what I offer. I can even guarantee that if you pay my program, you come to the class. After my first session, if you're not satisfied, I'll give you 100% back your money.
Wow.
And I say, you know what, I'm starting 20 minutes. And there's only 17 minutes left now. Why don't you come? Come for free, attend the class, and make a decision. So she came, she attended the class, and then I didn't ask her, are you coming back? No. And so the following day, I say, okay, you know what? If you want to come back, just, you know, be mindful that you have to, you know, to be in good order. And then she started again arguing with me. Okay, I want to pay, but so I have to go. Then I invited her again to the second session for free. You know, so she came to the second session, she took it again. And then after the second session, I called her in the following and say, you know what, do you want to stay with me? You want to leave? It's up to you. No, she said, I'm gonna stay.
Nice.
Now she's taking almost the same courses she's taking. You know?
Nice.
So she told me, oh, happy, I'm so glad that you really gave me that opportunity to come and listen to. And yeah.
The thing is too, like, you're gonna have questions, and the thing is, even though you can watch certain things on YouTube, if you don't have the basic fundamental understanding, you're gonna learn something maybe incorrectly.
Very true.
And you're not gonna have the ability to kind of hash it out and to, you know, get things tweaked, because just watching something that you don't understand, like I can show you videos how to fly an airplane. But if I'm not there to answer your questions or to teach you what to look for, you're not gonna know how to do it. So
yeah, even imagine when somebody's in the class, sometimes I can explain one concept, you still ask me questions, right? Absolutely. Even with me answering, sometimes I have to go 3-4 times for you to understand. Yeah. We have to practice, and you know, before that gets
yeah, exactly. And exercises and stuff and questions. And even with my previous background, I still was able to get a lot of stuff cleared up. I didn't understand. So yeah, I don't recommend learning this stuff on your own. I think
it's really tough. Like, thank you. I won't take too much of your time, Damar. But thank you very much for sharing.
You're welcome.